Hey everybody, Dr. Sanderson here. Welcome to Unit 4 of the course, where we're going to be talking all about Facebook and how organizations can use that as part of their social media strategy. So as many of you probably know, Facebook is the dominant social media platform currently. In the lecture, I have included a link to the Facebook website where they report their stats. And as of their last report date, which was September 30th, just over 1 billion people access the site every day. So the next highest in terms of audience size is Instagram, which has 400 million. And so, ironically, Instagram also owned by Facebook. So Facebook has 2.5 times the audience size of the next largest platform. So the other thing about Facebook, and this will come up in the lecture, is that Facebook cuts across all demographics pretty robustly. So while a platform like, say, Snapchat, which definitely skews very heavy teen, millennial, we don't see a lot of older kind of professional folks on there yet, although they are changing their strategy. Facebook, we can find a good segment of just about every kind of population there is. And in fact, as Vaynerchuk notes, we don't really question whether people have a Facebook account. It's kind of just kind of something that we tend to just assume about everyone. So as you look through chapter 3 in the book and the readings and the videos, um, again, it's going to kind of get back to a common theme that we're going to have in the class, and that to be successful on Facebook, you have to be putting out engaging content or content that people are going to want to engage with. And as you'll learn as you do the reading, Facebook's algorithm in terms of what makes you more visible is entirely based on audience engagement. It's not based on sales or anything that you would normally use to show ROI. So as Vaynerchuk talks about, if visibility is related to engagement, then we need to make sure we're putting out content that people are going to want to engage with. And as you look through the materials, you'll see some different strategies that go into that. But at the end of the day, it really all comes back to content. It doesn't matter, in the lecture and stuff, you're going to see some about the different business tools that Facebook has to help you sponsor stories and increase your visibility kind of through Facebook's own internal, uh, uh, you know, data, for lack of a better term. But if you're paying for that, you better make sure that the content you're putting out is good. Otherwise, you're just paying to make crappy content visible, and it's not going to be visible for very long, and Facebook's going to let it die. So um, really, just no matter what platform we're talking about, it all comes down to putting out good content. And how do you put out good content? Well, you think about what does the audience want, or what are they more likely to engage with. And as Vaynerchuk talks about in the book, Facebook provides a lot of data for us because people share things about their lives. They share things about their preferences and what they like and don't like and what they're talking about. And so if we're listening or paying attention to what people are saying, we can take that and integrate it into our content. And to keep with Vaynerchuk's analogy of boxing, it's going to help us develop those jabs that are going to resonate and connect with people. So when we come in with the hook, they're primed, they're ready, and they already view us very favorably. So uh, again, just while you'll see a lot of different strategies and tips, at the end of the day, it's all going to come back down to how do we put out content that people are going to want to engage with, and that is dependent on the type of organization you are, who you're trying to reach, and so forth. But one other thing there quickly is that Facebook and social media are great because they provide feedback that can help us know if our content's engaging or not. So if we put out a piece of content and no one's liking it, no one's sharing it, no one's commenting on it, well, that tells us something. We need to change things up, right? And conversely, if we're seeing that engagement, then that tells us audiences wants to see more of that content. So in this unit, what you have to do is the Unit 4 discussion question, which is basically going to involve you answering. It's kind of two parts. One is how does an organization get to know their audience on Facebook, and then you're going to find an example of either effective or ineffective of a Facebook post by an organization, and talk about why you think it's effective or not. So if you, in the textbook, Vaynerchuk walks through a number of examples from organizations on Facebook for both good and bad. And what I'm asking you to do is go find your own example of either good or bad, and then just give us a case for why you're making that judgment. So definitely looking forward to your thoughts in the discussion forum. Please let me know if you have any questions on that. Same deadlines as usual, Thursday for the initial post and Sunday for the follow-up 2 posts. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks.